And we're live.
We are live. Okay. Hello, intuition of the soul, gods and goddesses. We are here with Vibe of the Week. And we're just going to get started. Some of you may jump on, some of you may be watching the replay, but we want to just get going because,
Watching us here. There we are.
yeah, I don't like to watch myself for too much, but anyways, it's all cool. Anyways, so yeah, we've got some things to talk about. So let's get going. If you jump on, make sure you say hi so we know who's here. Because with StreamYard, if you jump on the Facebook, we can't always tell who you are. So,
So I've got it
but,
open.
but,
So
but, but Kitty's watching. So, but anyways, it's just nice to say hi and we'll know you're here. Okay, well, wow. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, let's just take a couple of cleansing breaths. Wow, it's been some energy the last
well, we're in the middle of this really big one right now.
quite a
Like,
quite a few days. Yeah, I've
yeah.
been having some strange
Hi
dreams.
Mary. Hi Sean.
Definitely, hi Mary, hi Sean. Definitely things coming back around. Just really lots of synchronicities or numbers or symbols and I mean it's just been
Yeah.
just
A lot.
constant.
We are visiting in this transformational scorpion energy right there.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
hi Robin. Um, is we are visiting our past. This
Mm-hmm.
morning I said on say thank you. You know, we tend to give our ego, and it actually did us a lot of favors before we knew what we know. And so, who
Yeah.
we were, it's.
Mm-hmm.
I said to Amy, my whole thing is how you look at your past and embrace it and let it go is how you're going to start your new future.
Yeah.
So if you're looking for kindness and gentleness, then be gentle for what you did. You're
Mm-hmm.
revisiting it because
Yes.
what you want is when you look back here at this time to go, wow, that was such a great beginning. So
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
creating great endings. Just
Yeah. And Kitty, that's the kind of the message that I had been getting most of the day for the collective as well. Is it's about looking at your past, looking at your future at the same time, looking at the light, looking at the dark, looking at yin yang. It was all about like, contrast. And the reason to look at that contrast is to decide. It's pretty much you have two decisions, don't you? You
yep,
can say, this is okay for me, and this is where I'm going to stay, and or you can say, this I'm going to let go so I can move over to the other thing. So it's like, you have to look at it. You have to look at it. And it's funny because this makes perfect sense. Is oh, okay, I have not been able
hi Dusty.
to hold on to cards all day. And okay, I'm just gonna have to bend down and get these, but I'm not gonna read them because it's like half the deck. So
Yeah,
I'm not
it
really
is.
sure.
It is. So we've been sitting here in this big pause where we haven't quite known what it is. We knew something was happening underneath the surface, and
Yes,
now we are starting to move forward. Not necessarily with like a clear vision, but it's settling down. And what we're doing is, like you said, looking at the things we're removing that have
yeah,
are now bubbled to the surface because they're for us to look at and let go.
right. Well, because I
So
kind of feel like in the contrast is the clarity.
mm-hmm.
When you can look at where you've been, where you want to go, And has where you've been going to help move you to where you want to go? Or is it now just excess, for lack of a better word, baggage
It,
that
it's
you
like
don't want to take with you?
it's like you've been aware of all these things and we've been in this pause, and all of a sudden you're cleaning that closet that you've been aware of
Yeah,
because you know something new you want to do, and so you tackle the junk drawer, you clean the under the
yeah,
stairs, you start sorting it, and you can celebrate,
yeah.
what I'm getting rid of, laughing
Ah,
about what I've kept. But it's really, this is a Scorpio full moon.
okay,
It's Scorpio is death and rebirth. That's what it's
mhm,
about. And
exactly.
this is, full moons are always about giving forgiveness, letting things go, and gratitude for them.
Mhm,
But this one, because of the eclipse, is giving us that extra vision to take a look at it and
okay.
to
Mm,
transform it. And so, but in order to transform, we have to look at where we've been and
right.
take stock of it, not to because we're going to change it, but because we're going to celebrate it, let it go, look at what we've learned, and know
Well,
things
but
are
that
coming
that is
around.
changing a little bit
Yeah.
if you're letting it go. So yeah, that's a definite, that's exactly the message that I was getting. It's about looking, seeing if it's still something that serves you, or if what this piece here can be used, in that future piece.
Yep.
So again, in that contrast, when you're looking at them, when you're deciding, that is where your clarity is found. And then of course, what card came out? Number 15, clarity, go within. And it definitely is a go within period, because nobody can look at your past and say, "Oh, you should get rid of that, or you need to take that with you." It has to be something that you go within to get that information. So it might be a time where, if you are thinking about something, if something comes up and you're not quite sure, then do some meditation on it. Go into a quiet space, go within, and really, call your guides in and really ask, is this something that I still need? And if
Mm-hmm.
it is, how is this going to, how am I going to use this, or what do I need, to move forward? So
Yeah.
definitely it's about going within and searching through that.
To,
And then again, oh, go ahead.
I would say that card to me is this the phrase the next best thing, the next best choice for me. Clarity. What is the next best choice for me?
Right. And so some of it is definitely letting go.
Yeah.
Like Kitty said, the closet, the junk drawer. You don't need the I just got a visual in my head. Sorry, I'll share it with you because it's kind of silly, but I know you're all going to get it. You don't need the pen that exploded and the ink's all in the bottom. You can't use it anymore. You pick it up and you get it all over your hands. It's been in your junk drawer for 20 years. That kind of thing. You
Mm-hmm.
don't need that. That's exactly what they show me. So there is a time for release and for letting go.
But you threw it in the drawer when it wasn't broken because you liked
That's right.
having one in the junk drawer. So
That's right.
it was a great thought, but it's time to let it go now.
No, that's exactly it. And
Yep.
so in the contrast, this helped me at one point, no longer serves me now. It's no longer useful. I can't take it into the future. So it goes. We
So
let
I
it go.
I thank it.
Because
I do
yeah,
thank it. Yeah.
yeah. And so the next card is number 33, Dimensional Gateway, an invitation. I love this card. It's so pretty. And this is it, because you are walking through a completely, well, if you want to say new dimensional gateway or whatever, portal, whatever you're thinking, we are going through there. We're going through there with new energies. There's new energies abound and all around us. And I love this because they're saying, yeah, come on through. It's an invitation. Come through and bring what it is that that still serves you. So I love those cards. It's a beautiful message. And then I pulled a few more, and I got the Two of Pentacles this is from the Light Seers Tarot. one of my go-to cards. And this one is about balance and equilibrium, if you see the Two of Pentacles there. So again, talking about the contrast, talking about the yin, the yang, the light, the dark, all the different, the both sides, the past, the present. Where's that balance? Where does that equilibrium come in? And so this is going to be something that you're going to need to stay balanced. And with this, I want to even say stay grounded. So
Mm-hmm.
to make sure that you're really grounded and balanced so that you're able to go within when you need to figure out some of those things. And I also got the Three of Pentacles.
A lot
And
of
the three,
earth.
huh?
A
Yeah.
lot of earth.
And the Three of Pentacles, this is about collaborating, about working with others. So this might be this energy this week. You might be thinking about those groups, associations, those people that you work with, those people that you associate with, or your friends and family, and any of those kind of groups, that you are a part of. And it's about let's see here. It's about that collaboration, but doing it mindfully collaboration, because we all know we can get into those collaborations, and then for some reason it all falls apart, and it just doesn't feel good anymore. So there might be some of those collaborations that maybe at one point you've been into, and it's not to say that they need to be thrown out or released, but maybe you're taking a fresh look at it to see how can I make it better, and what can we do to make this feel like we're sharing, and that we're both in that teaching and learning mode kind of thing. That's where that feels like that's coming in. So taking a look at that. And then I got the King of Cups. And I love the King of Cups because he's like a laid back dude, for lack of better words. He's just like got his finger, and he's going around the bell, the bowl, and beautiful sailboat that is very peaceful, and glides across, flows across the water. And so what this reminds me of is he's using, if I get close enough, he's using his like maturity. Okay, he's using his wisdom, he's using his knowledge. And again, this is kind of looking at that past, using that stuff that and your wisdom and your knowledge to not get stressed out or anxious, but just to say, okay, you know what, where do I need to go? um, you know um, I'm just going to go with the flow. The sailboat's just gliding along. But so not getting anxious or emotional. That was the other word I was trying to think of. Keeping the emotions in check. That might be something you need to do this week as well, is just keeping that even flow of emotions and using your wisdom and your knowledge to kind of keep it all in perspective there. So if I can just wrap it up, I really think that it's about all of these cards, but I think it's about going within to know what you need to release, getting some equilibrium and some balance, and then also knowing that you have the wisdom and knowledge to just use that maturity, like, okay, don't let the emotions get the best of you. Kind of be like this laid back dude looking at the sailboat just flying through, because um, there is that invitation to go forward in those new energies. And this is how you want to go through. You want to go through this gorgeous door with this beautiful golden light, and come out the other side going, yeah, this is awesome. So I guess that's all I have, Kitty, from the cards that I got. So I'll pass it over to you so you can talk about the energies.
Of course, that 33 is that Christ vibration. That's the
Ah,
Ascended Master. Yeah,
yeah,
that's it.
yeah, I'm sorry. I don't always think to mention the numbers.
because
Not
that's
very good
just the
with that.
master number. I think you said it earlier today when you said
Okay.
it's a it's a change, and you're going to go through it. So how you look at doing it is we've been
Mhm.
you've been held in this great pause, feeling like this, and now it's starting to move. But in order to move, you're cleaning out things now are bubbling up for you to move out of the way because they've been in your way. And so, but they've been gratefully in your way for the time that you've needed. So let's just talk about today. The lunar eclipse really is tomorrow in Eastern Standard Time. So, depending who I'm talking to, it's either today the 15th or the 16th. Eastern Standard Time. The lunar eclipse actually starts tonight Eastern Standard Time at 10:27, and starts its totalness at 11:29. 12:12 is its biggest, and that's also when the moon is full. 12:12 to 12:14, and so this is Scorpio. This is the opposite of what we dealt with our Taurus energy stabilizing. Scorpio is saying, "Okay, time to move. We're going to change this." The emotion for me is very quiet, just like your cards, but there's the emotion is bittersweet, happy with the change, and still wondering, and wondering what some of the things I've gone through. But boy, it's really hard sometimes to do the allowing, and there's eclipses are about the allowing. So
Mm-hmm.
that's and so let me put my glasses on because I
Mm-hmm.
cer- I had certainly been in a huge flux for the last 6 weeks. I'm sitting in my camper, and we're tearing floors out and doing all that. And as I look at those years, we talked about 2003, 2010, and 2014, I certainly realize I'm revisiting all of them in what's going on. Not to redo those things, but what did I learn? What am I taking further? So that, today is it's just a busy day with the full moon. Tomorrow we're going to be looking at Mercury's a big player this week. Mercury is working, either being activated, because this week the sun moves into Gemini. Mercury is in retrograde, as many people have said and experienced, um, and it's going to be having conversations internally with what experiences. So exactly what you're talking about. You're being called to look at what are the experiences, what doorway am I going through? I've got this information. I'm letting go of these things. What is the space that I am creating? And we head into Gemini on the 20th. So to get ready for it, um, that moon in Sagittarius is having us take a look at what Pluto, Scorpio, has just done in our structure. What have we learned? What truths are we ready to step into and to let go of that perhaps at one time they were our truth, but they no longer resonate with us anymore, or we have a greater understanding of them. You're going to be looking a lot this week at your beliefs now. The moon has been shown upon them. What beliefs am I willing to let go? What judgments can I just not step into? What truths? So we start with that moon that is working, and it's also working with that brand new expansive energy in Aries. What new truths am I ready to work with and make part of me being my authentic self, the definition of me? And again, how you learn to let go is how you're learning to start. They're just working together right now. On the 17th, two big things that are happening is that Venus, also in that Aries, which is where Jupiter is, so our relationships are expanding, is working in a lovely trine again with truth and that Sagittarian energy. And so it is being activated what our structures were of humanity, of that Aquarian energy. Um, Saturn continues to keep stepping forward to talk to us about the structures in humanitarian. It's very, very busy. It's in several squares going on, squares to hold so that you really take a good look at it. On the 18th, Mars in Pisces and Neptune in Pisces are really working together. So your will, spirit has been giving you truths, and on the 18th, be prepared. Be prepared to step into them and working with spirit. It's a really good day to do some extra meditations and see where your energy is now willing for you to take the step. Mars will be heading into Aries next week. It's going to be ready to snap because that's its home sign, and that's what Mars is, just like Aries. Take the sword and on we go. Again, the Sun enters Gemini on the 20th at 8:53 a.m. or I'm sorry, 9:23 p.m. On what is the 20th day of the week?
Thursday. Thursday.
Thursday, and the Moon will be entering Aquarius at 8:53 a.m. And so it really is going to be about. So it's no accident that it's a what is that humanitarian dream that's awakening in us as we step into the sign that looks at duality, just what you're talking about, looks at balance, but also looks at experience. What is it I want to get out
Mhm.
of my life? It's not always just how I'm led, but what is it? I recently heard instead of the word want, I already had let go of the word need, but instead of the word want, use the word prefer because that activates an
Mhm.
action. I prefer. So, what
Mhm.
is it you prefer to be doing with your life? Um, and interestingly enough, on the 21st, we have the that retrograde Mercury um, in a trine with the moon at 11:11 a.m. And so it really is going. I'm sorry, on that 20th. So it really is that structure, that Pluto structure, um, that is being activated in the moon. What is it I've transformed now in my private side, and I'm communicating with it, and I'm at that portal of 11:11, which is that master um, teacher, that master wanting. So I really think on that day that Gemini starts, you're going to be getting a lot of information. Gemini is a sign of information. It'll start to clarify. You'll have let go of enough things. So, and that's kind of how our week moves on. The
Mhm.
Sun in Gemini is going to be working a lot with Mercury at retrograde in Gemini, and that, of course, is internal conversations of what you've learned and what you want to be. So maybe try that this week. Instead of the word want, try the word prefer and
I
see
like that.
see how that shifts your paradigm. So,
Right. Right. I like that. I like that a lot. I think, yeah. Part of me is like uh, excited, I guess is a good word. Um, for some of this new energy coming in. It feels good. Even though I don't exactly know what it is, it's not that I'm going in thinking, oh no, what is this? I'm more eagerly anticipating, "Ooh, what is this? I don't
yeah,
know. That's just the feeling that I'm getting. I can't speak for anyone else.
I,
That's
I'm certainly feeling like I've been on a sabbatical in some ways, and that I'm
yeah,
coming back from the sabbatical and not reconnecting, I'm connecting differently. I'm preferring different
yeah.
actions. So,
Oh yeah, yeah,
yeah.
for sure. Okay, so our last cards. Messages of the night are let go of the ego, let go of the ego. And that's really true. I mean, we talked about looking at, the past and looking at this, but this is also, good message, spirit, good message, good reminder that there's going to be some ego in this stuff. And sometimes it's harder to let go of things if the ego is involved.
And if you can
So,
remember that your ego is associated with how you've looked at patterns, and so
mhm,
it's about reconnecting with different patterns. You know,
yeah,
your ego serves you, so be grateful to it, but
sure.
realize you can say to it, you know what, I don't think that pattern is what I am observing anymore.
Right. Yeah. So,
So
but it definitely is a
let go of
player.
it. Yep, let go of the
Definitely
pattern.
is
Let
a
what it
player.
is. Yep.
And then the last one is feel joy. Feel
There.
joy.
It
Feel
definitely
joy
feels
in all you do. And
it.
then what was I just saying? I got that eager anticipation.
It feels after this kind of bittersweet letting go, it feels much more quiet, much more like,
Yeah.
you know.
But there's a sense of joy. I am feeling a sense of joy that
Mm-hmm.
this is going to be a good thing. Change is not always good. Some of us flow a little better when changes happen. Some of us kind of dig in and put up the resistance until we realize, eh, the flow, the current is stronger than I am. I'm going to have to just pick up my feet and let it take me. But
How you let
yeah,
go is how you start.
yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. So definitely. So let go with some eagerness and some anticipation, even if you can't find the joy, but just maybe a little bit of, instead of apprehension, a little bit of excitement, or just, again, the word eagerness just keeps coming up, and letting go that way and bringing it forth that way. I like that. That's a good
Yep.
message. All right, lovely people, gods and goddesses.
Thank you.
Thanks for
Thank you
watching.
all. Have a wonderful. We prefer that you have a great week.
I would prefer you have a great week.
Great week.
And we do have, do we have someone on Thursday?
Yes, we
Is
do.
it
Ian
Ian?
Parkin from
Ian Parker?
Australia. Yep.
Oh,
Psychic.
down under.
Yeah. The psychic junkie.
Oh,
Yes.
gonna love it.
Yeah.
It's
So
gonna
that
be
should be
great.
fun.
And it's good to have back
The programs. Yes.
the programs, because I miss that. I gain so much wisdom from everyone, and not anyone I'm saying is better than the other. It's just that I have something to learn from all of them, and I always go in with that eagerness and that excitement of like, ooh, what little nugget of gold are they going to give me? And so I just really enjoy those.
Yeah. So I'll be posting the poster of what's coming up through July. I
Okay.
think I may even have August. We're
Yeah,
happy to be back. It's been a pause. It's been a pause for a
yeah,
lot of different reasons.
yeah,
Some of them have been ours, some of them have been our speakers. So
yeah.
it just seemed everybody had hit the pause button for a while.
Yeah. All right. Yes,
So
and now we're back to play.
play. So
Play.
we've
All right.
rewind. We've rewound. We've decided skip
Right.
the
And we
yep
hit pause.
yep
Now we're on play. Oh,
yep
love it. Old VCR talk, how old
yep.
we. Anyways,
Right.
what now?
Have a wonderful week, everyone.
Bye.
Aloha, oi.
Bye for now.